So I posted that last video about strengths and weaknesses, and then I reread the post and I realized I did it wrong. Oops. So this is my try again. My weaknesses are definitely like depression, anxiety, ADHD, Asperger's. Like, I have a lot of mental illness and neurodivergence that kind of makes life hard for me. And even though I finally found the right treatment for depression, and I am now this amazing woman that I've never known before in my life, and I love her dearly, there's still a lot that can be improved, like cleaning my apartment. But now I know I have perspective of what it's like to be someone with a mental illness, with depression, with anxiety. Like, it's like I've always known, but now I can put a name to it and I can use it to my advantage. Now that I know that it's not the norm, I can try to show other people what it's like in my stories. It's very important to include mental illness and neurodivergence in writing now because, well, it always has been, but now it's becoming more of a talked about issue. You need to, people want to see themselves in stories. I want to see people with depression. I want to see, which kind of makes it hard because it makes it really dark, but it still shows us as we are, and it shows people what we're like, and it shows us that we're not alone. We're not the only ones. So I've got a lot of perspective from depression. I am a lot stronger than people I've ever known, than some people I've known, not people I've ever known. There are people who are stronger than me. My mom is one of the strongest women I've ever known in my life. And I would look at her growing up and be like, I will never be as strong as her. Well, guess what? I had horrible depression for 5 years, and I came out of it just as strong as my mom is. And that is a huge accomplishment for me. My weakness, my depression turned me into an amazing strong woman who, I have horrible driving anxiety, and I still drive my car. Like, well, my mom's car, technically. I still drive. And my boyfriend, I never really thought of it that way, but my boyfriend told me how my anxiety is so bad, but I still drive. And that's amazing to him. So, learning to, like, I've had anxiety attacks at work, and nobody knew. No one had any idea, because thanks to my Asperger's, I don't really show it on my face all the time. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it just pops up and I don't realize it. But sometimes you just have no idea. You don't know what's going on in my head. There's no way. I have this flat face. I'm freaking out inside, and it's just not. It's not on my face. ADHD helps me. I'm really distracted, like, all the time. I was supposed to take my meds. I just remembered. ADHD has me distracted all the time. But I'm thinking about my stories. And I'm thinking of ways to improve my stories. I'm thinking about a scene and how to do it. It gives me a passion. The Asperger's gives me a passion, obsession with whatever I'm thinking about, and I write it, and I write it, and I write it, and I write it, and I have an obsession with grammar and spelling, so I can edit my own thing without a problem, and, excuse me, so many strengths and weaknesses that I have now that I think about it, and it's amazing, and I'm sure you have them too. I want to hear yours. This is going to be on YouTube, so leave a comment. What are your strengths and your weaknesses? Thanks so much. Have a good day.